Hey, good afternoon. It's Thursday, November 16th, and welcome back to Everyday Talks 24/7. You can see a beautiful fall afternoon out here in the country. And just a quick reminder, we've got Q&A Friday tomorrow, some great questions, so we'll have those for you, and then we'll get back to things on Saturday. Today, I'm going to pick up on a couple of recent videos. One I did on the greenhouse last week, and then picking up on a discussion that I had with Kirk earlier this week about performance and this performance trap that we somehow think that if our children perform well, that will protect them. And that kind of stems from thoughts that you and I have, that if we think we perform well, that will protect us. Today I'm going to talk about children, and Saturday we'll probably talk about our falling into that same performance trap as well. But it's in child rearing and raising our children, because of the culture around us, we tend to be very performance driven. But here's the problem. There's no protection in performance. An emphasis on performance only leads to insecurity, anxiety, worry, stress, even self-righteousness. And it pulls us away from God. It pulls us away from trusting Him. Because when we trust in performance, when our children trust in performance, there's no security there. In my book, Everyday Talk 24/7, in the chapter on greenhouse that I referred to a couple of weeks ago, we'll look again at Proverbs 4. I'm going to read the first 6 verses here. Listen, my sons, to a father's instruction. Pay attention and gain understanding. I give you sound learning, so do not forsake my teaching. When I was a boy in my father's house, still tender and an only child of my mother, he taught me and said, and this is Solomon referring to words David told him. He taught me and said, lay hold of my words with all of your heart. Keep my commands and you will live. Get understanding. Get wisdom. That's the urgency that Solomon is relaying to us from what he heard from his father. And then he says, do not forget my words or swerve from them. Do not forsake wisdom. And this is the key point. Do not forsake wisdom, and she will protect you. Love her, and she will watch over you. What a beautiful thought. See, in a time when there's been nothing but self-expression, as self-fulfillment, as doing whatever you want, following your dreams, following your desires, there's no protection there. There's only danger, because you chase after those things and they never bring about what God promises. Wisdom will protect your children and you. We'll get to that in a couple of days. But wisdom will protect your children. Performance will not. Performance will set them up to trust in themselves, to follow the direction of the culture and the world around them, and to try and please them. Performance sets us up for people-pleasing. If I perform well, surely someone will like me. I will be affirmed, I will be encouraged by someone liking my performance, whether it's an exam at school, whether it's performing in front of people, whether it's trying to make somebody happy in a relationship, whether it's trying to make friends like you. If we're performing, we're liable to fall into the trap of pleasing people and doing things on the basis of what they want and not on the basis of what God has given us to protect us. Wisdom is what protects us. Do not forsake wisdom, and she will protect you. That's huge. Now, little dog running by here, actually a big dog, but wisdom will protect you. Love her and she will watch over you. You see, if you love performance, it won't protect you. It won't watch over you. It will make you a slave. to the whims and thoughts of others. And you'll start trying to figure out, what does that person want? What will make this person happy? What will make me acceptable to other people? Will I get good enough grades to be thought of well? Again, I'm not suggesting we have bad students. What I'm saying is those things are not offering protection. They won't help. This is a crucial point for us to grasp. David is urging his son Solomon, and sadly, towards the middle and end of his life, he didn't listen anymore. But David is urging his son, listen. Our lives in the balance, the lives of our children in the balance. Words like instruction, wisdom, learning, teaching, obedience, understanding. Those are not the words of the 21st century, the world we live in. Those are seen as things that restrict us. But if they come from the heart of care and compassion, from the heart of God's word, those are what bring protection. Not my wisdom, but God's wisdom. That's why we have to know God's word. We have to draw it close to us, so it's precious to us. Proverbs 4 speaks of wisdom that can protect you, your children, when you're not there to direct them and warn them. Performance will make them more willing to go with one person or another person's opinion rather than what is really right. Wisdom will help guard their heart. The greenhouse we want to build for our children is to help them to learn wisdom, not to be good performers, but to be boys and girls, teenagers, young adults who are wise and who won't be trapped by performance. Because our worth is not in our performance, no matter what the culture tells us. Our worth comes from Jesus Christ, being made in the image of God, and living the way that He has called us to live. Not so that we perform to make Him happy, but we live in sync, walking in step with the Spirit, so that we are guided and protected by wisdom, and not fall into the trap of trying to please people, because all that leads to is destruction. And that's the thought for this day. Again, thank you so much for being here today. Looking forward to tomorrow. And again, your encouragement, just being here, and your interaction and feedback, such a blessing. Anyway, Lord willing, we'll talk to you soon. Good afternoon. Thank you for watching. May God richly bless you as you seek to live for His glory.